reaching all the way up towards the top of your mat, just spreading out with your fingers. And lifting your chin, and we'll start to pull the body up and along the ground, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin. And then draw on up into your cat stretch. Let's round up through your shoulders and back. And then taking the head and the tailbone away and sitting back down onto your heels. Again, let's bring the body to pull on up, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin. And again, let's draw on up into your cat stretch, pulling up through the shoulders and the back. And then taking the head and the tailbone away and sitting back down onto your heels. Again, let's bring the body to pull on up. And then let's curl the toes, sending the hips back and draw the head down through your arms. Bring the body forwards into a high plank. And then let's bend the knees and sit all the way back down to your heels. Let's bring the body to pull on up, rolling down the shoulders, curling with your toes, sending the hips away and the head down through your arms. Coming forwards into a strong high plank, and then bending your knees and sitting back down onto your heels. Again, we'll bring the body to pull on up, curling with your toes and lengthening away and back. Draw forwards to a high plank and then bending with your knees, releasing and sitting back to your heels. Draw the body to pull up and through, curling with your toes and taking it off into a nice long downward facing dog. And draw forwards to a strong high plank, bending with your knees and releasing and sitting back. Couple more times. Bring the body to pull on up, curling with your toes, lengthening back and down. And draw forwards into a strong high plank, bending your knees and releasing and sitting back. And one more time. Bring the body up and through. And then as we curl the toes, remaining in the downward dog, and then just treading it down a little. Okay, so spreading your fingers nice and wide to the earth, and just working the hips a little from side to side, and just noticing the hamstrings, noticing how your lower back is for you today, and working a little side to side, eking out a little bit more release into the body. Okay, and then let's come on down onto your knees and let's place the right foot forwards. Okay, now today, if you'd like to turn your right foot open to a 45-degree angle, take both of your hands to the inside of your leg and just gently bending the elbows, ease on down on the inside of the leg, taking a little stretch, a little higher up in towards the inner thigh, also up in towards your hip. Just trying to keep that back nice and flat. Then bring the body back on up, turn the foot straight, curl the toes on the left leg, and then bring your right arm up towards the ceiling. And then let's come all the way back on down, letting your knee down upon the floor. Come back on up with your upper body and clasping your fingers, first fingers going straight up, drawing your arms up nice and high, ears and arms together, and then a little bend to come across and over towards the right. And feel the stretch coming into the left-hand side of your body. Bring it back on up, letting your arms down, and we'll just move on back onto that back knee, dig the heel in, draw the toes back, a little bit of a shift backwards through the tailbone, pressing down from the centre of your chest. Take some breaths there into the calf, into the hamstring. Relax back your shoulders, lifting the chin a little. And then rounding up through your back, coming down upon your knees and placing your hands beneath your shoulders. Now let's just curl the toes, engage the core, and just lift the knees a little up off the ground. So let's work in a little bit of core straight away here. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Shoulders draw back, pulling up on your bottom rib. Got a nice strong flat back. Good. Feel the core connecting. You might feel a little bit of work coming into your quad muscles as well. Deep breath in and out. One more breath in. And on the end of your out breath, straighten out with your legs again. And just pressing it away. Okay, now I'm going to reach beneath the body with one hand. Now if you do find this difficult, feel free to bring your hands and feet a little bit closer. So I'm going to reach the right hand underneath. And you can reach either for the knee, inside or outside edge, the shin, calf, or the ankle. And then we're looking beneath your armpit. So like I say, if you feel like your arm and legs are a little bit too far away, walk them in just a little bit closer. And then we'll swap it over. So taking through your left arm, hold on to either the knee, the shin, the ankle or the foot. Going on the inside of the leg makes it a little bit easier. And you've got this cross-body stretch, which is coming through that rib cage, thoracic area of your back. And then place your hand back down. Come back down upon your knees there for me and step your left leg forwards. And if again, we turn that foot slightly open, 45-degree angle. Both hands down on the inside of your leg. And just again, bending a little at the elbows, lowering your body down through the middle. And again, nice flat back, looking slightly ahead. Take some deep breaths. And then bring the body back on up, turning your foot straight. Bring back, keeping your right hand down into the floor, lifting your back knee. And let's take up your left arm, reaching up and looking up towards your left hand. And then bring it back on down again. And now coming back on up onto your back knee. Clasp your fingers, bring your arms up towards the ceiling, squeeze your head, and take that bend across to the left, stretching down into the right hand side of your body. And bring it back on up, letting your arms down, move on back onto that back knee, dig the heel in, draw your toes back. And again, let's just press a little from the centre of your chest, taking in that calf stretch, that hamstring stretch. Okay, we're going to roll through that back again, and let's pop ourselves around onto your back. So coming into setup, let's just about be able to reach your heels with your fingertips, lining up your feet. Okay, so trying not to have a turn open. And just to begin with here, let's rock the lower back down into an imprint and then releasing the back away. And again, rock the lower back to imprint. Notice how your back feels when you do that. Release away and settle into neutral. And then if we could pinch the shoulders up towards your ears and then draw them down. And again, pinch the shoulders up. And then draw them down, and then walk your shoulders a little bit further down, wriggling out the neck. Okay, so opening up that top line of your body, and now take a lovely long deep breath in through your nose, ribcage widening. As you breathe out of your mouth, draw the navel back to the spine. So on your in-breath, the rib cage is widening, the belly remains flat. On your out breath, we're blowing that breath away and we're engaging with the core. So just really thinking about how deep you can make that breath. Try and use a little bit more of your lung space. And then when you breathe out, a thorough out breath and a really nice connection, drawing up through the third layer of abdominal muscle in. Okay, one more time. Deep breath in, ribs are widening. And as you breathe out, engaging with the core, pulling up behind the surface muscles. And if you can bring both of your hands now to sit back behind your head, letting your elbows fall back to the earth. As you breathe in through your nose, nodding the chin. As you breathe out of your mouth, let's raise the upper body and engaging with the core. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, engaging with the core as we lower back down to the floor. Breathing in, lengthening the back of your neck. As you breathe out, pulling up behind the surface muscles as we lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, engaging with the core as we lower back down. Okay, keep going. So nice and steady here. As we lift from the center of your chest, keeping the elbows nice and open. Breathing in at the top and breathing out as we lower. We've got a neutral position with the back all of the way through. This time, breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out. As we lift, if we can, extend your right leg and pointed the toes, hovering the leg an inch from the floor. Breathing in, and then breathing out, let's return the leg back in. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, extending your left leg, raising your upper body. Breathing in to stay, and breathing out, drawing the leg back on in. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, extending out through with your right leg. Breathing in and breathing out, draw the leg all the way back on in. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, extend the left leg, raising the upper body. Breathing in and breathing out to draw that leg back on in. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out to extend the right leg, and if you can, lift also the left. Breathing in to stay. Then breathing out, foot back down, and the leg drawing back on in. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out to extend away through the left leg. Lift also the right. Breathing in, then breathing out, foot back down, leg drawing back on in. One more set. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, engage the core, extend the right leg, lift the left. Breathe in. And then breathing out, foot back down, engage the core, changing the legs. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, extending away through that left leg, lifting also the right. Breathing in, and then breathing out, foot back down, and the leg drawing back on in. Okay, let's just relax the neck and shoulders. So just be able to reach the heels again for me. Now I'm going to work up into shoulder bridge. But then I'm going to stay in a lifted position, and I'm going to be lifting on one side so that we can work into the hamstrings and the glutes a little bit more. We will take a break between the sides so that I can give you a little stretch out for the hamstrings. So taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, imprint your lower back, peel the spine away from the ground and come on up onto your shoulders. Breathing in. And then breathing out as you lower, imprint your back and come all the way back out to neutral. Breathing in, breathing out to tilt the tailbone, engage the core, come on up onto your shoulders, pushing energy towards your knees. Breathing in, and then breathing out as you lower your back down. And you know, always you can stick with that if you prefer. It's a great mobility exercise for the back. Or this time, breathing out as we lift. We're coming on up. Now we're going to keep the hip bones balanced, so try not to sway around. Really hold strong into the left leg. And I'm going to get you to lift your right leg up, okay? Then from here, we're going to push. You can already feel the glutes working on the left leg. We're going to push a little higher from the glutes on the left-hand side and lower. As you lift higher, engage the core and into lower. Breathe out to lift and lower. Now again, like a lot of what we do in Pilates, it's not a very big lift, all right, but we're just pushing and lowering. So kind of squeezing the backside, lowering. And again, breathe out, lift and lower. Like I said, this is hamstrings, this is glute work. So breathing out to push and lower, and again, lift and lower. Squeeze to press and lower, and again, breathe out, squeeze and lower. Breathing out to press and lower. 2 more, lift and lower. 1 more, lift. Place the foot down, take a deep breath in, and breathing out, lower it all the way back down. Now just take the left leg up and just give it a little bit of release, okay? So just ease it down there for a sec. All right, there's quite a lot of work goes into that leg. So just give it a little bit of love, a little bit of a release. And then let the leg go. Okay, so starting again, we're going to have a couple of lifts and lowers to begin. Deep breath in, breathing out to ripple through the vertebrae, come on up onto your shoulders, breathe in. And then breathing out, engage the core, lower the back down. And again, breathing in, breathing out to ripple through the vertebrae, come on up onto your shoulders, breathing in. And then breathing out as we lower. So we're not using the glutes at that stage. This next time, breathing out as we lift. Okay, now keep the hip bones balanced. Lift up your left leg, flex your foot if you can, and then push from the right buttock. Breathing out to lift, into lower. So you're pushing that leg up, the level of your hips stays the same. You're working from the glutes on that right hand side. Breathe out, lift and lower. Breathe out to lift and lower. Breathe out, press and lower. Stay strong in that leg and lower. Breathing out to lift and lower. And again, squeeze and lower. And again, push and lower. Really lock into the core as you lift and lower. Breathe out, lift and lower. Press up and lower. 2 more. Breathe out and in. 1 more. And then place your foot back down. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, lower yourself all the way back down. And let's just take that right leg up and just give that leg a little bit of a stretch out. Just release those muscles there. And then releasing it all the way back on down. Okay, let's come on up. All right, coming over onto your forearms. Now I'm going to get that plank in for you. So we've got 20 breaths on that hold. Do what you can. Come down onto your knees if you prefer. Relax, take a break if you prefer, okay? Don't exhaust yourself too much today, it's very warm. So you've got the elbows underneath your shoulders, spread out your fingers, moving your knees back, okay? Brace the legs, push your way into the heels and squeeze the backside. Try not to sink in the back. Let's breathe in and out. Breathing in and out, just looking slightly beyond your fingers. Breathing in, out 3, in, out 4, in, out 5, in, out 6, in, out 7, in, out 8, in, out 9, in, out 10, in, out 11, in, out 12, in, out 13, in, out 14, in, out 15, in, out 16, in, out 17, in, out 18, in, out 19, and in, out 20. Now lower down upon your knees for me. If you're okay with it, sitting back onto your heels, clasp your fingers to the back body And then let your arms come up as far as it feels good to. So you can drop your forehead down upon the floor if you want to, and then letting the arms pull up and over. And then letting your arms back on down. Now we're going to come up into a little bit more glute work, okay? So big day for the glutes. Now go to work down onto your left forearm and have your right hand with the heel of your hand in alignment with your elbow. So it's going to be an uneven stance. So again, you know with this one, you're going to take some weight bearing over onto the left hand side, even though we're going to be using the right leg. So again, I'm going to give you a break between the sides. So if you take your right leg away, extend through the toes, and as you breathe out, lift the leg, breathing into lower. Breathing out to lift and into lower. Belly pulls back as you lift and lower. And again, breathing out, lift and lower. Pushing away through the toes and lower. Belly pulls back as you lift and lower. Again, breathing out, stretch and lower. Nice, good, strong, straight lever and lower. Breathing out to press and lower. Belly pulls up and lower. Two more with the straight leg and lower. One more. Then bring the knee in so it lines up with the other one, and take the knee to roll open to the side and lower it back down. Breathing out to lift, into lower. Breathing out, knee open, into lower. Again, breathing out, take the knee to open, into lower. Engaging your core, into lower. And again, breathing out, press, and lower. Breathing out to press, lift, and lower. Belly pulls in, and lower. Again, breathing out, extend, and lower. Two more, and lower. One more, and relax it down. Come on up onto your knees. Now in between the sides, I'm just going to come up into that high kneel, clasping up your fingers high above your head. Tuck your tailbone slightly under, deep breath in, and as you breathe out, taking a little side body bend. And breathing in back up, and again breathing out that little side body bend. And breathing in back up. Breathe out, let your arms down, and we'll come across to the other side. So if we take the right forearm down, take the left hand down to the ground, straighten out with your left leg, and as you breathe out, lift the leg up straight, lower it down straight. Breathing out to lift, into lower. Shoulders drawn back a little, pressing away. Breathing out to lift, into lower. Again, breathing out, press, and lower. Engaging with the core as you lift, into lower. Again, breathing out, press, and lower. Belly pulls in as you lift, and lower. Again, breathing out, press away, and lower. Keep that leg straight and strong. Lower it down. Good. And again, breathing out, press, and lower. Navel back to the spine, and lower. Again, push away and lower. Let's have two more there. Breathing out, lift and lower. One more to press, and then bring the knee in. And let's go with that knee drawing open to the side, lowering it back. Breathing out, knee open, into lower. Breathing out, engage the core, knee open, into lower. Drawing that quarter circle with the knee away from the body. Breathing out, lift and lower. Breathing out, lift and lower. Engage the core to press and lower. Again, pushing away and lower. And again, breathing out, lift and lower. Again, press and lower. And let's have 2 more there. Breathing out, press and lower. 1 more. And relax. All right, now sitting back to your heels. Now I'm going to give a little stretch out for latissimus dorsi. Okay, so if you haven't done this one with me this week, have a little look. So I'm going to, it's a bit of a funny one. Okay, it's like a commando style with the elbows. So you're going to walk the elbows away, 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 away. Then let your forehead down towards the floor. And let the hands in a prayer position go towards the back of your neck. So as much as you're able, drop your ribs so you go into a little bit of an arc with the spine. So it's a little bit like puppy stretch, but with these kind of commando arms. And let your arms down. Let's come on up and bring yourself around to seated. Alright, so we're going to work into your rolling back from here. So if you ordinarily like to have something behind your back, if you like to have a band around your feet, pop that into position. Otherwise, we're going to sit the body up nice and tall, relax, open your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's very slowly curve the lumbar spine to go back. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engage the core, and sitting the body up nice and tall. Again, breathing in, ribs widen. And as you breathe out, let's slowly sink it back a little. Breathing in, breathing out, coming all the way up. So you know, if halfway is plenty today, continue with halfway. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, it feels good to lower your back in towards the floor, breathing in. And then breathing out to draw all of the way back on up. Good. And again, deep breath in. As you breathe out, lowering your body carefully back. Breathing in and breathing out to slowly come back up. Now, if you're feeling good today, maybe put one hand on your shoulder. Deep breath in. Challenge the body a little bit more. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out as we come back on up. Good. Swapping it over. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, lowering the body back. Breathing in and breathing out to draw the body back on up. Nice tall spine. Changing sides. Deep breath in. Breathing out. Sink through the back, making it as smooth as possible. Breathing in. And breathing out to draw the body all of the way back on up. Last one, hand on the shoulder, deep breath in. Breathing out, lowering your body back. Breathing in and breathing out to draw the body all of the way back on up. Okay, hands coming back behind, and we're going to take a little bit of usage in for the upper back of your arms. So fingers pointing in towards you, roll open the shoulders. We can dip back, breathing in, and then push up, breathing out. Okay, breathing in, dip back, breathing out, pushing up. Or you can straighten your legs, engage the core first, and breathing out, press down through the toes, and then breathing in, softly lower yourself back. Again, breathing out to push down through your toes, breathing in to lower. Nice spacious neck, breathing out to lift, into lower. And very much always feel free to play around with the hand position. If you go a bit wider, it might make it just a little bit easier, okay, if you're tiring today. If you are looking to bring the chest to open a bit more, maybe work your thumbs together. Alright, because when the thumbs are together, you've got to open the chest a bit more. So again, that might be a benefit, just to get a little bit more work into the posture. Breathing out to lift, in to lower. 2 more of there if you can. Breathing out, press, and lower. 1 more time. and releasing it down. Okay, let's come around to a seated position of your choice. Okay, it doesn't have to be cross-legged. And we're going to work on releasing the triceps. So if we stretch your way through the fingertips, taking one arm back and stretching your way, taking the other arm back and stretching it away. Okay, so really again, releasing out through the neck, sitting up as tall as you can, and again, pressing away and back. Good, keep it moving. Alright, then we'll land on your stretch. Either take a hold of the elbow or find the fingers behind. Sitting the body up nice and tall. And then swap it on over. And then letting it go. Give those shoulders a little bit of a roll off. Alright, now I'm going to work into the saw from here. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of rotation. It's a nice warm day today, so hopefully we've got a little bit more usage, okay, in our rotation work. So legs coming out about as wide as your mat, or feel free to cross your legs. Okay, so sitting the body up nice and tall. Let's open out through your arms, and as you breathe in, rotating your body. As you breathe out, gently opening up over and across. Breathing in to come back up, and breathing out, engaging the core back to the center. Breathing in to rotate, and breathing out as we draw across and over. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in as we turn, and breathing out to lengthen across. Breathing in to come up, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in, nice big rotate. Breathing out, let that arm come up behind you if you can. Breathing in to lift, and breathing out, navel back to the spine. Again, breathing in to turn, breathing out, lengthening across. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, belly pulls back to the middle. Breathing in to turn, breathing out, lengthening across. Breathing in to come up, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in, big turn, breathing out, stretch it across. Breathing in to come up, breathing out, engaging with the core. Breathing in, big turn, breathing out to reach across. Breathing in to come up, and breathing out, navel back to the spine. Last set. Going a little bit further if you can. Breathing out, rounding the back. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, engaging the core to the middle. Breathing in, a bit further on the twist. Breathing out, and over we go. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. And let's release down your arms. Okay, now we're going to come around onto your side from here. So, come around onto one side, you decide which side you're going to do, and lengthen out and along the floor. So we're going to start off with a single leg raise. So first of all, point your toes, half clench your buttocks, and utilise your hip flexors, okay? Draw your top arm so it lines up with your ear. It's not coming too far forwards, and drop your top shoulder away from your ears. As you raise the top leg up, breathing out. As you lower, breathing in. So taking that leg away from the body, breathing out to extend. Breathing in as you lower. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. And breathing in to lower. Again, breathing out, stretch the leg away and in as you lower. Again, breathing out, belly pulls back, breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out, float that leg away, breathing into lower. And again, navel back to the spine and into lower. One more time. And lower. Okay, now still keeping that half clench of your buttocks, starting to take both of your legs away together. So as you breathe out, float the legs away, breathe in to lower. So really again, lengthen, use the core, lock the core on, and if you can, take your balance hand away. Breathing out to lift, into lower. So it's not a very big lift. We just want to float and push down through the toes and just extend the legs so they're going a little bit further away from the body and lower. Again, breathing out, belly pulls back, breathing into lower. Again, breathing out as we float into lower. Again, breathing out to float into lower. And again, point the toes, extend the legs, and lower. Two more. Always remember, if you can feel your back muscles kicking in, you're using them. So come back in and try and utilize the abdominals just a little bit more. And then let it go. Okay, softening the knees, and then just taking a hold of that top leg. Let's draw back in for a quad stretch. And relax. Alright, let's come on up for your side bend. So we've got the elbow underneath your shoulder, the knees dropped in forwards of your hips. Open out with your shoulders and your chest. And then as we breathe out, reaching on up, lifting up past your ear and breathing into lower. So as we go up, tilt the body, pull the waist up underneath you and slowly back. Alright, those of you who want to go up, lining up your hand through to your foot. And then as we open out with your shoulders and your chest, breathing out and letting your arm reach up past your ear and breathing in as you lower. As you go up, engaging with your core, breathing out, stretch, and breathing into lower. Alright, so always getting that feeling that your body is in a lovely straight line, okay? The body as it goes over is arcing, so you've got that arc coming through your spine. That arm that's going over the top is lovely and straight, okay, so that as it bends its way over, you're really stretching through the latissimus dorsi region. Alright, last one. And all the way back down. And we'll do it all on the other side. So making your way over, lengthening your body out and along the floor, pointing with your toes, half clench your buttocks and lengthen through your hip flexors, top arm in alignment with your ear. Breathing out to lift the top leg and breathing in as you lower it back down. And again, breathing out, engaging the core, lift and breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out to press the leg away, breathing in as you lower. So already you're drawing the waist away from the floor. Okay, you're looking at that range of motion there, that lateral movement of the hip. So as you take the leg away, breathing out, stretch it away, breathing into lower. Again, breathing out, stretch that leg away, in as you lower. Again, breathing out to press, into lower. And again, couple more, breathing out, work it away, and lower. One more. And then we'll join the legs together, Brace the abdominals, breathing out. Lift both of your legs, breathing into lower. If you can, that hand support comes away and you're balancing on the side. So now we just put all of our resources into balance. So really connecting with the core, making that core hold the body nice and stable whilst balancing out on the narrowest part of your body. So as we take the legs away, breathing out, float, breathing into lower. Again, breathing out, extend, in as you lower. So floating the legs away, breathing into lower. And again, breathing out to float, into lower. Again, breathing out to extend, into lower. Let's have two more there. Breathing out, lift and lower. And then relax it down. Okay, bending the knees a little. And let's just take that top leg up into a quad stretch. Alright, let's let that leg down. Come on up onto your forearm. Tuck the knees slightly forwards, elbow beneath your shoulder. And then getting ready for your side bend. So again, lock into the core, breathing out. Let's reach over past your head, breathing in as you lower it back. And again, breathing out, reach out from the waist and breathing in as you lower. All right, then carry on the elbow today, or line the hand up through to the foot, opening out with the knees and the chest. And then power up through the legs, snapping the legs in together, reaching out from your waist and slowly drawing it back. So as you go up, breathing out, reaching over. As you lower, breathing on in. And again, as you go up, breathing out, reach out from your waist. As you lower, breathing in. And again, powering up through the legs, reaching over, breathing in, lowering it back on down. Two more there. Breathing out to stretch, into lower. One more time. Breathing out and big reach, and into lower. Okay, coming around to seated, we're going to roll ourselves back down upon our backs and get ready for the 100. So just gently lowering yourself down, vertebrae after vertebrae. Move the feet back up to the earth. Position your back into neutral, little gap, okay. Bring the legs up if you're feeling okay with that today. If you're good to support the neck, maybe give a little bit of hold behind the head, or you could pat the air by your side if you're feeling stronger. And then if you're okay with lengthening the legs away, take them away from the body. Setting up your breath pattern. So you're breathing in for about 4, and then breathe out for a little bit longer, breathe out for about 6. And as you breathe out, you can really squeeze, pull up, get that sort of almost clenching of the abdominal strength, all right? Don't strain, all right, but just really pull on in. Maybe shut your eyes. Focus on the method, focus on the technique. And we're going with 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 3, 44, 45, 46, 7, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 5, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 64, 65, 66, 7, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 5, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And then carefully take it on down and just relax a little. Okay, so maybe just turn your head to one side and then back to the middle. Turn your head to the other side and back to the middle. Let's do that again. Just a little head hold to one side, stretch through the neck, and then go the other way. Okay, and back out around to the middle. And then if we draw the right knee in towards you, taking your left leg straight, and then bring the knee across the body. Okay, so mine might not look like yours, but that's okay. So you've got the right knee coming across the body, you've got your right hand out to the side, your right knee over, and you're looking over towards your right hand. All right. And then bring it back on up and we'll swap it over. So bring the left knee in, taking your right leg straight, bring your left knee across your body, and then looking over towards your left hand. And then bring it back on down. Okay, so I'm going to talk through working your abdominals from lower to upwards. So we've got 3 potential exercises here. We've got the heel dig, the baby reverse curl, and maybe the full roll over. All right, but again, I'm going to leave it up to you which ones you do. You don't have to do all of them. All right, you might just stick on one today. So we've got a neutral spine, okay, just like the 100. We bring the legs up and we're flexing out with the feet. Now as we lower one heel away from the body, breathing out. As we draw back up, breathing in. Breathing out, engaging the core as we take the heel down. Breathing in, coming back up. So we've got that little bit of resistance and drawing back up. If you want to, you can lay one hand on your belly and then just maybe you can feel your tummy drawing away from your fingers and back. So again, breathing out, we dig down, breathing in, back up. All right, now you can stick with that or point the toes and bring your hands in the air. And then breathing out as we lower the back into an imprint and then release the back away. So we breathe out to take the back down in towards the floor and then breathe in to release it away. So breathing out, lower your back down in towards the floor, breathing in. And we're trying to again really consider the usage of the core here and the abdominal usage. Try not to swing the legs. And that last one, we've got the hands down by your side, the legs go up towards the ceiling, breathing in and then breathing out to take the legs to go over. Breathing in, legs come about hip distance apart, and then breathing out, lowering your back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, and we bring the legs back to the beginning. Breathing in, out as you slowly take the legs to go up, breathing in to separate the legs, and then breathing out, slowly coming back down, one vertebrae after the other. And then the legs come together at the end. Again, breathing in, breathing out, sending the legs up, breathing in to separate, and then breathing out, slowly lowering down, and then bringing the legs together at the end. All right, one more time, breathing in out to send the legs over. Breathing in to separate. And then breathing out, slowly coming back down. And we'll bring the legs together at the end. Okay, placing your feet flat down to the floor there for me. And let's just come back on up to a seated position. And we're just going to finish with a couple of stretches. So if we can just bring the right foot towards the inside of your leg, your left leg. And if we could draw across the right arm towards the left leg. So it could be the knee or the shin or the ankle. And we're just gently drawing ourselves across. And then draw the body back on up. And let's take your right leg over your left. Either leave your left leg straight or bring it up to the side of you and get both of your hips to be nice and balanced on the ground. Bring your left arm in and then looking over your right shoulder. And then gently releasing it back round. And we'll swap the legs over. So bringing the left foot towards the inside of your right leg. Bringing across your left arm towards your right leg. And then bringing your head downwards. And then let's bring the body back on up. Let's take the left leg over the right. Tuck the right leg beneath or leave the leg straight again. And then drawing across your right arm to your left knee. Sitting the body up nice and tall. You've got both of your sit bones on the ground. And then looking over your shoulder. Gently bring it back on round. Okay, now just if we take the soles of your feet together in front of you, okay, and bring the feet away from you, so you've got a little bit of space. And then we're just going to round the back and give yourself a little bit of a back stretch. Just tucking the head in. And then slowly draw your body back on up. Come around to a seated position of your choice. And we're going to finish off just with a little releasing for your neck. So we plant the fingers down in towards the floor. Drape your hand over the top and just gently let the hand and the weight of your hand be enough. And gently draw across, finding that stretch along the side of your neck. And then going to the back corner of your neck, your head, and drawing across for that back corner of your neck. drawing all of the way back up. Let's swap it over. Fingertips down towards the floor. Take the hand over the top and just gently encourage your head slightly across and over. And then go to the back corner of your head, slightly across and down. Okay, then back on up. And the final one, clasping your fingers to the back of your neck, pulling up on the base of your hairline, squeezing the elbows close, and then gently drawing the head forwards. And then drawing all of the way back on up. Nice big stretch up, breathe in. Breathing out, open the arms back and wide. Let's reach it on forwards. Take a nice deep breath in, rising high. Breathing out, opening it back. Good, one more time, stretch it forwards. Breathing in, and then breathing out, opening it back. Shrugging off the shoulders. All finished.